Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. I was coming back home. I had landed and was pretty tired, pretty knackered from the travel, early morning, getting through the airport, MS stuff. I was going up the side of the airport where you exit, and there's an incline, and on one side is TSA check going through the security. The other side is where you exit. There's a handrail to the right. There were two men coming down, and I guess they were going in for a specific reason. One was a TSA agent, and they were coming down, and they were along the wall. And so, as I tend to do when people don't go around me or give way, I stop. I just stop. And that happens a lot. And so they said, "Go ahead." And I said, "I'm trying to." And they said, "No, go ahead." And I said, "I need that handrail." And then they said, "Oh." And then they went around me and allowed me to continue on. Someone asked me recently about the pandemic and how I was able to kind of make it through it. I need to say this, and I need to say it as clearly as I possibly can. One of the things that I absolutely did not miss was the fact that Black folk, brown folk, women of color, gay folk, people who are differently abled, we have to figure out how to give way to others because of who we are. We're constantly editing our personality for people who really should be editing theirs. And this is just one of those examples of what my mother would call dipping and dodging. You got to move this way and do this way and fake left and fake right, so that those who live in the world with all of the entitlement of just space. I got to the gate area and I wanted to go sit in the back, use my inhaler and just breathe. And there was a young woman laying across the floor, obstructing the pathway. It didn't bother her to look around and say, "Oh, if I lay here, people won't be able to get around. Maybe I should go in the back in the corner." No, I'm going to just drop right where I am. And this entitlement of space, of life, of personality that demands of us that we change is a difficult thing. In the 90s, the term implicit bias was developed and used to talk about behavior that is implied but not obviously or openly stated. Somehow that term implicit bias for biased behaviors that are implied but not openly stated, that everybody knows what it is, but you're just not saying it out loud. That term somehow became unconscious bias, so that we give a pass to those who won't give way to others. It was clear that I was holding that handrail and pulling myself up because my body was aching. It was clear when they looked me in the eyes and saw that happening. But still, "We're coming, so you move." I'm not moving. I'm not editing. I'm not changing. My presence is necessary for those who need to see themselves. My presence, my tired, achy, trying to make it through mobility stuff is necessary, because one of those people is going to either encounter it directly or they're going to encounter it in their lives. And they need my story to help them with the story that's about to happen to them. We need each other, babies. And until we start to see one another clearly through the lens of who we all are, and stop sitting across the floor blocking the way of someone else because you think you're entitled to the space that is shared, it won't get you there. As slow as I am, I'll get there quicker. I love you, and I love that we're connected. It's time that we all see it.